Okay, good morning. Our purpose or goal for today is to discuss our next special project, and it's going to be called Picture Video. All of the poems that we're discussing so far, number 1, The Cipher, number 2, The Wonder, number 3, The Wife's Lament, and number 4, Beowulf. You're going to select one of those poems to create your picture video. What is going to consist this picture video? If you're going to imagine that the audience that is going to watch your video has not read any of those poems. So for example, if you selected The Cipher, your picture video is going to be for an audience that has never read The Cipher. You're going to create a video with only pictures. That's it. So as the narrator is going to narrate the story, the pictures are going to go along in your video. Very important. This is going to be a group work with a minimum of students of 2 per group or a maximum of 3 per group. Why? Because you're going to need a narrator, someone that is going to narrate the whole story. And as you narrate, those pictures are going to go on. And number 2, you need someone to what? To look for the pictures that you're going to use for your video. And either between you guys or one of you guys are going to be the ones responsible for editing that video. If you select 3 students in your group, what you can do is one could be the narrator, the other one could be the one who looks for the pictures, and number 3 could be the one that does the editing. Okay? That's why I'm giving you up to September 29th in this case. So basically today's the 8th. You have exactly 3 weeks from today to deliver your work. And right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the rubric. Your special project has a total value of 70 points. 70. And your rubric is going to be available today on CPS Quest, so you guys can download it and have it. Why? Because at the other presentation, you're going to present your video and you're going to bring me your rubric. It's the same thing how we do with the Pecha Bucha.
It's going to be all the poems that we read.
No, you're going to select one. When we read them all, or if you want to go ahead and read them all, then the one that you feel the most comfortable with, that's the one that you're going to be doing. Okay. So let's discuss the rubric. What I'm going to be evaluating in the project. Number 1, that the video is presented on the date stipulated. If I'm telling you that we're going to start presenting the 29th, then that day we're going to present the videos. The video length is not that long, so in that case, everyone is going to have the opportunity to present that day. Okay. Number 2. I'm going to be evaluating the introduction of the video. That introduction where you're going to write the name of the group members and a special project done for Mr. Gonzalez class and blah, blah, blah. That introduction cannot exceed 10 seconds. It has to be in less than 10 seconds. So I'm going to be monitoring those seconds to see that you guys did not went over those seconds. If you go over, I'll take you guys points off, okay? You can do it in 5 seconds, in 3 seconds, in 6 seconds, but not more than 10, okay? Why? Because I need to have a control in that video. The video length is no less than 5 minutes and no more than 10 minutes. And the introduction and the credits are not included. So for example, if your video is 10 minutes and let's say 15 seconds, they're not going to be exactly 10 minutes for the top, okay? Probably going to be 10 and 15 because you have the introduction that doesn't count in the timing and the credits, they do not count in the timing, okay? Doubts, questions so far? All the pictures must be either real or cartoon. They cannot be both. For example, if you're going to use real pictures, for example, a sword, then you're going to look for a real sword. You cannot mix a cartoon sword with a real dwelling. No, it has to be either all cartoon or all real pictures. They cannot be mixed. I'll take points off there, okay? The narrator, the person that is going to be narrating, make sure that that person expressed with fluently, and that story has to be narrated completely in English, okay? So it's very important that that person practices. Remember, you guys are not going to be nervous. Why? Because you're not going to be, nobody's going to see you. The only thing that we're going to be able to listen is to your voice. That's it. Because as the video goes, your voice is going to be listened, but pictures are going to be the only thing that are going to be presented on that video, okay? The text must be narrated completely by the narrator. For example, we start narrating and we stop and we included an audio from a video to complete that narration. No, it has to be completely narrated by the person in charge of making that narration, okay? The pictures are not repeated and they are placed in the exact order of the story. The pictures, you cannot use two pictures of the same kind. You have to mix them up, okay? And they have to go along with the narration. The pictures are related to what the narrator is narrating at the moment. If you're talking about, for example, the Sefer, he's talking about exile in the sea, that what I'm looking there is exile in the sea. Remember, you're going to imagine that no one has read that story or that poem. Okay? The video included music, so it must include music, but it has to be instrumental. Okay? Instrumental. The only voice I'm going to listen is to the narrator. A minimum of 25 pictures were used in the video. So that's a minimum, 25 pictures. The credits did not exceed the 10-second mark. So those credits cannot be more than 10 seconds. The video is correctly saved and was able to be opened on any computer. So when you present that video, I'm going to save that video in my computer. Okay? You cannot come with an iPad and say, I'm going to present it from here. You could do it, no problem, but I need a copy of that video in a pen drive so I can save it in my computer, okay? All the students actively participate in the creation of the video, in this case with pictures, narration, and the editing process. So everyone has to work, even though you're narrating only, and you are only editing, and you're already, I don't know, only looking for pictures, I don't care, there's no problem. But everyone must be actively participating on the process of this special project. And finally, the rubric was brought to the teacher during the video presentation. You must provide, you must bring the rubric. So the rubric will be on CPS Press, and you're going to download it and you're going to print it the day of the presentation. So you have from today 3 weeks. Doubts, questions so far with this special work. In this work, we're going to be integrating, in this case, technology. So anyhow, any work or anything that you guys need, you can go to Muyed during the afternoon and get some help there. Also, you have the computer there. You can stay in the afternoons as a group and do them also in your technology room. So there's no excuse. You have plenty of time to create this special project. Once again, doubts, question. Everyone's good? The value is 70 points. So everyone is going to have the same value because you present a video created for all of you. It's the same thing that I did with the book report. You presented the book report, you guys did it together, I gave you the same points. It's going to be the same thing with the video. Everyone's going to get the same evaluation because it's just one video, okay? If there's no doubts, questions, we're good? So thank you, that's it for